So this video is going to be on how to solve cross. We've got 5 example crosses that I'm going to take you through, because it's better to explain it in specific circumstances, but we'll also create a checklist by the end of what we should be looking for. So all of these will be white cross. The scrambles will be in the description and on screen if I'm not so lazy. And yeah, because it's a pain to edit videos. And I encourage you to pause and try and find the cross before we get started on each scramble. So this example is a really good one of when to and when not to. Well, this is a good example of when you should be rotating in cross. So we notice we have this green edge that's our wrong, that's flipped. All the rest are good, but blue's in the back, and there's a way that I would actually solve blue first in this case, just because you can do it from this angle, and this is actually probably going to be better, but there's an alternative. So what we do is we insert blue, red, green falls in, D, R prime, and then solve this. But that's one way of doing it. There's also another way where you can where from pickup do D first, and then I'd be as this way, either rotate or do a wide move FD F prime, but I think the other way is probably better. But rotating after the first move being a D with cross on front start for one move is actually okay, and that's like the only exception to the rule where you shouldn't rotate. So this scramble, what do I notice? First things first, we have this red edge. So here's the scramble, and well, we got it all scrambled, and we will look at the solution now. So the first thing that I notice is, well, we can put orange in, but this is a flipped edge, so we should put it on top, and blue relative to orange, so we need to do a D move, and then blue, orange, and then instead of doing, here I'd do a wide move in this, and if you wanted to look at first pair, you've got this edge that you can put in and create an X cross. So that's the solution I'd do. The main point is for this one is just going back to here, knowing to put the flipped edge on top of on top of a good edge. So this scramble, we've got 1, 2, 3 bad edges, 1 good edge. So we need to use this good edge to unflip green. But I'd also do a D move as well, so that when we unflip green, we also unflip red, and those 3 pieces will be relative to each other. And then while red is unflipped here, I'd move blue back, and then and unflip it. So the solution's UD prime, UD prime, R prime, F prime U, R prime, D2, F prime, and we're lucky that we get a free pair that I was tracking throughout the solution. So this is quite a nice example of seeing that actually we can unflip an edge, but also use the unflipped edge to flip another edge. So that's why you have to calculate the entire solution in inspection rather than just look at one and go from there. So this scramble, I notice we have these two bad edges because I'm going to start with orange as front face, and orange will go on top of green and red will go underneath it, because then when we do L, not L prime, just L, and F prime fixes blue, but we'll do both of them together, so the whole cross will look like this. So I really like these B prime and then green, and yeah, I really like these B prime from B prime B stuff from RB, and well, turning a side face and then using this ring finger on the back to flick. Here it's worth adding to finger trick repertoires. So if you're 6-7 minutes into the video, this is a trick that you can pick up on and hopefully use in cross. So this first one, I see orange is solved, and we have, they're all going to be white cross as well. So this first one, we've got a blue flipped edge, we've got red that's okay but not great, and we've got green here, so orange here, and so I'm actually gonna solve green relative to red, because what this will do is so I'm going to start orange cross and R2, so that when we put green in and align green, I did not know there was going to be a pair there, but that's just going to be better. So what I saw was the fact that this edge would come here, and we can unflip it by putting orange in and blue in. Sorry, I lost my words there. But back here, because I saw this pair, probably best to put it in like this pair in, and you get an X cross. So X crosses are really good because you've basically solved a full F12 pair during the cross. And yeah, you could have probably predicted that you'd get this kind of case for your second pair, but that's not necessary unless you're really advanced. So yeah, I think the main thing to take away is from here, we need to flip. This is our unflipped edge, and we want to unflip blue. So green, by doing the fastest way to unflip blue is by doing this, inserting green, and when we do the D move to put green in, blue also goes in. What we have is we want to avoid rotations, keep the solution at under 8 moves. That's probably the biggest thing that most people forget. Then keep it super simple. So there's an acronym for that, but I'm not saying it. You can find it. And unflip edges using other pieces. So in this example, you've got here we insert red and it will unflip green. So those are your main points. The only acceptable place I think to rotate is if you're using U or D as your first starting move. So changing it from B to a U or D here. And there's other things as well, like X crosses that you can use, but it's probably best, again, keep it super simple, and we try and plan first pair because that's going to be better in the long run than finding an X cross on like one scramble. One other thing, just to end the video, because this took me quite a bit of time to film, I'd greatly appreciate if people subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.